All right, well, let's get started. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the first episode for 2024 of Who Naked Up in Here. I am your host, Mr. Witz, and it's awesome to have you all. Please unmute yourselves, make a little noise so that I know everybody's alive and well.
Woohoo! Yeah!
What up?
Yeah!
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
What's
That's what I'm talking about. I know we had to get one. We had to get a W from somewhere. I love it. I love it. And again, it's always awesome having you all here to help share this space. I'm so glad that you all made a home here and continue to return and be with us. I see some faces in here that I haven't recognized yet. Oh, my man is giving us all of the goodies over there. Mary Ann's son is hilarious tonight. He is absolutely um adorable. You gotta love the children, man. Um, so we're gonna jump into some poetry. So I'm gonna open up for us as normal. For those who are here for the first time and you see all these hands raised on the screen, these are people who would like to share tonight. Um, if you find yourself in that space that you feel comfortable enough to share with us, please raise your hand. There's a reaction button at the bottom of the screen. And if you click on it, there's a hand raise emoji. And if you do that, then I know you're willing to share, and I will come to you as I come down the list. Tonight we're gonna do two pieces. It's a lot of us in here. It's a lot of us in here, so I want us to all be mindful of the time. I got to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, but I definitely want to make sure that everybody's heard and expressed tonight. All right. So I'm saying this is because I want you all to put your accolades in the chat. If you have love for the poet that's speaking, if there are lines that you hear that are ringing and chiming or touching your heart somehow, please fill the chat up with it. Put it all in the chat so that the love is not missed. But I don't want to spend too much time tonight um giving too many accolades because it can run a little heavy in doing so with everybody trying to love on one another. But I don't want that love to be missed. So don't mistake what I'm saying. So that's why the chat is there. And I want us to truly abuse that chat. I want that chat to look so full tonight, that it's like an encyclopedia in there. All right. So let's just love on each other through there. Um, only thing I ask is that while a poet or artist is speaking, that everyone keep their mics muted after the poem, song, or whatever recite is done. You can unmute yourselves and celebrate the poet or artist. All right. With that being said, let's get the show going. I'm going to open up the first piece. This is something new, so bear with me. This is only the second time I've said it out loud. First time in front of an audience. I used to wear hurt inside of my habits. It carried me around like a kangaroo pouch, comforting me away from the challenges that awaited ahead. And alcohol always left the gateway open for youthful minds to travel. I remember how I chose my bottles, grabbing their throats to lift their feet off the shelves. I used to choke its neck tight as the invisible noose around my own. Swallowing the worries of strange fruit always had a bitter taste. I used to pour out my own troubles, drowning inside my own misery, just to get an empty bottle I could shatter on a concrete floor. Pain felt so snug in my back pocket, secure under a twisted cap. But when the threads pop off of a loosened top, you get encouraged to drink them all. I grew bravely, burning the valves of my chest. They used to say it would make its hair sprout. Something about being a teenager made me want to be a grown man. Mama used to tell me, take my time. But my ego always chose to hurry up in it. After years of being unable to wash out my problems with liquor, I wanted another fix. So I wrapped myself inside tobacco paper, uniformed in a cigar outfit. This time I challenged the lungs in my chest to carry around my bullshit. I remember how high I felt flying away, cape crusading inside of its smoke. How heroic of me to face my situations this way. I leaped the building of hard to deal with in a single bound after a few deep pulls. And the only thing that could bring me down is when I sobered up, which really only gave me an excuse to get high again. But the neighborhood stores stayed stocked for those like me, boxfuls for those that would imprison themselves like me. Funny how trending, throwing your life away is for young adults. Trust me, I used to wear my heart inside of my habits, and they carried me around like a kangaroo pouch till one day I could stand outside of them with enough confidence to walk on my own home. Can you all hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Incredible piece.
Okay,
That was nice. That was nice. Thank you for your vocal.
Why are you making me cry on the first poem of the night?
I wasn't trying to make you cry. I just got a text was saying was I still here, so I didn't know if you all were hearing me. Is my face on the screen or is just my voice?
Yeah, you coming in loud and clear. We got you.
Yeah, you're coming in loud and clear both.
We see
Okay,
you, fam.
awesome. Because like I said, I'm using it on. I'm doing everything through the phone tonight, so it's a little off for me. But I'm gonna do one more piece, and then I'm going to pass the mic. Okay. This piece is also new. I shared it the other night. But I just want to share it again. Something I want to, sometimes you got to work out the kinks, and I feel like this is one of those pieces. Our story was a smoking mirror. Something you may have found in an ashtray. The fizzle out from the burning in an attempt to put out a flame. Our tale was the crackling of brown skin, resembling the inside of a tobacco cigar. Once you set a light to it, its death comes alive. The smoking dance off the lip of the torch tip, mirroring the inhalation, easing in the let go of us. It's the blows out we lose ourselves in. The fogs out the mouth that kills our togetherness, dissipating before our eyes. In the separation, you can sense it's tearing up inside, blackening the lung, that used to breathe a fresh air that less rested between us. Now it's hard to breathe when we consume the same atmosphere. When sharing space once was a telephone call expression of how much I miss you. How did we become such a blaze when our fire was desirable, a passion between us that made others jealous of our commitment? Now we're just hell-bent on torching unity, one community at a time. So if you see us come into a room together, be forewarned, we are bearing the matches, lighter and kerosene, blowtorch and gasoline, inflammable and ready to blow. We were once an aspiration. Now our story is a smoking mirror, or something you can find in an ashtray. Midway through 2023, I quit smoking. I wish someone would have told this to my relationship. Home.
Congratulations, man. Catalyst quit smoking too, man. I'm proud of you. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, it's challenges, man. You know, things that we got to put ourselves through to become better people. And sometimes it's, the ways we find escape are the same things that are trapping us inside those emotions or whatever. All right. Well, I appreciate the love. We're gonna keep this mic flowing so everybody can get their work in and be heard and appreciated. I know some of us gonna crash early. But hopefully we can stick around and support one another for the longevity of this. Thomas, would you like to go first, my brother?
Yeah, I'd appreciate that. So I'm a little high right now, so I want to sit back. I don't have to do a show tonight. I do want to say some of y'all know me, some of y'all don't. I'm Thomas Open Minds. You can follow me on Instagram at Open Minds Open Mic. Just before the new year on Christmas, or just before Christmas, we launched a show on Monday. We got a Friday show, and this yesterday we Whispers got her own show now, so we have 3 shows going a week. Follow us, make sure y'all tuning in. I love you all. Thank y'all for having me. Witz, we promoted your show yesterday. That's why we ain't do nothing on Wednesday. Like we leaving it for you. Yeah, like we like this is what we do on Wednesday. I can sit back and just, But yeah, so I'm gonna get to this though, so I want to take a time. I'm trying to remember this poem so I could spit it at a slam. I've only been on one live event. The funny thing is it's called I Remember. My mind unwinding, finding clues I left behind me, designed for my uprising. I choose the breath inside me, lined by undying views of a muse who sat beside me. Knowledge I held tight to, language I spelled right through, image I excelled my sights true, through pieces of my past life into speeches that I cast live, a few breaches in my glass eye, review teachers as I pass by. I grew true glitches stitched in space-time to expand my mind in lieu of bass vibes. Sincerely, who knew the hinges had been swinging freely, briefly allowing wishes to seep deep into reality, clearly astounding these glimpses creep around me. It's beginning to allow me to see how we fit existing in the now beat. I sit emitting a resounding bright light that surrounds me, insisting I might take flight. Proudly, loudly I sound off, tossed a few words in the sky while I fly around lost, spew 2/3 of my mind at no cost to you, whoever happens to cross paths with a version of me rapping about these diversionary tactics, certain words to make them backflip. I classically spit magic. Burdened birds who passively flew past it. I sarcastically chew plastic. Surge into Earth's passage. Managed to do damage artistically, rhythmically laughing about all the past lives I was trapped in. The one known as no one knows what happened. I fashioned a glowing orb from a flowing storm so I had something to pass him for hunting crass hymns. Transmitting Gnostic visions by twisting optic ribbons. I remember being born on more than one occasion. A defender who is sworn to warn all of the neighbors. I render my physical form based on all the greatest. Am I the bravest or a sadist? Flipping through all life's pages, I found out we're all made with the same sound vibration. I blame ground displacement for lame unbound migrations. Salutations, my friends, with all my love and appreciation.
I was just about to put something in the chat. I love that line about we were all made with the same sound vibrations.
Right?
That's one of my favorites.
Remember being born on several occasions.
That's my favorite part right there. I remember too.
Woo-hoo!
Woo!
What was the line? Man, I got a quick one too to end on a lighter note. Yeah. All right, this one called This Morning. I woke up this morning, right on time. No more morning, just vibrant chimes. Heavenly bells resonating in my skull. I took a deep breath in and stood tall. Reached towards the sky, grateful for all. My aches and pains simply melted away. What a glorious day, I said to myself, grateful for my health and my life. My wife smiled and gave me a kiss. Swimming in pure bliss, I started to frolic and skip. Shit, I even did a little twist. Ending up outside, sun in my eyes. The warmth matched my pride. Head held high, mind at ease. Whispers from the trees told me to believe I could do anything. This must be a dream. Am I awake? Is this fate? Is my life this great? If so, I accept this blessing. No more stressing, no grief. Such a relief. Finally at peace. A place my demons can't reach. Did I breach into a new reality? Hold up, y'all. I better check the gravity. Falling backwards, I close my eyes. As my body crashes down, I realize this must be real life. I think I just woke up, still high.
Woohoo! Yeah, Thomas.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Yeah,
always so good to hear you.
And the reality of that shift when you turned around and pointed into the direction of the very person that's inspiring that magic, and then you kissed her. That was nice. Yeah, when poetry becomes
and then she pulled you back in. That was awesome. That was awesome.
That was dope.
And then when she pulled him back, that was dope.
Right.
Yeah, that was dope. That was dope. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for that good energy, my brother. Truly appreciate you, man. Y'all give it up for Thomas. And while y'all loving on our brother Thomas, Open up your hearts and your mics, and let's show some love to the Megas. Gustav Salas.
Megan. Megan.
Hey, everybody. Hello, beloved poets. I have two pieces for you tonight. Check in the chat for the story on chaos magic. Come through on Monday nights. This first poem, it goes out to Mr. Witz. It's brand new shit. It's called Naked Intensifier. I'm an intensifier. Give me a mic. I'll set it on fire. Who's naked up in here with Mr. Witz? The poetry's dope. It's a Zoom room blitz. Brains firing on all cylinders now, motors revving, and we're getting highbrow, talking on a philosophical tip, sharing wisdom, letting it rip. Wednesday night's my jam, to hang with my naked fam. I love you all, to be sure. Know that this love is true and pure. For the blues, we're the cure. Poetry's got that bussin' allure. If you know, you know. So welcome to the motherfucking show. And I have one other piece. It's very old. It's called Ignited We Stand. It's coming, sisters and brothers, brothers and sisters. Inshallah, this is the ascension. This is the dissension you've been waiting for. Here and now with room for more. We will not be recruited, used as pawns, nor jackbooted. Rise up, sisters and brothers. This revolution's ours. It's for the mothers, the dispossessed, and the oppressed. Prisoners, soldiers, and the ill, all those this government would kill. Come with us, brothers, sisters, march until your feet have blisters. Against the war on choice, stand with women, raise your voice. Against the war on drugs, another lie swept under rugs. Their profit is rooted in addiction, facilitating flow while pretending interdiction. TV, guns, and crack cocaine have driven America insane. This revolution's not a violent overthrow. Fighting war with war, you know, never works. So raise your voices. Enlightened people must make wise choices. Peace will win, a revolution of the mind. Let's show them some real intelligent design. On fire we make our demand. Peace and justice now. Ignited we stand. Thank you. Love you all.
Y'all open your mics and show some love to the Megas.
Wow.
I'll cry.
Incredible.
that. That was awesome.
First piece.
You hit it.
The
Awesome.
Megas, always like that soldier energy. The Megas is always right there, right in front of your face, and I love it.
Ignited
I
we
love it when
stand.
we write stuff that cheerleads each other. I think that's so much fun and it's awesome.
Ignited we stand. Make me think of the network when he said, we got to get mad. Yeah, man. Fire.
Dope, man. Thank you again for blessing the room and for the extended shout out within your piece. Love you, brother. Y'all
Love
show
you
some love
back.
again for our brother the Megas. And while y'all loving up on the Megas, open up your hearts and mics and show some love to Teresa.
Thank you.
How do I say your last name, love?
Galleon. Galleon.
Galleon. Okay, I didn't want to say that improperly.
That's
Show some
that's
love
okay.
to Teresa Galleon. Good to have you here, Queen.
Thank you. I'm going to read a piece from my upcoming book called Come Egypt. I spent 2 weeks in Egypt and it had a major impact on me, so I've written a whole book, poetry on it. And this is the title piece. Come Egypt. All my dreams spill over the waterfall. I watch the blossoms stream down. I see the tombs of gods, goddesses, and pharaohs beckoning my soul to come home. I hear singing in the wind. Come, Egypt, come home. I left no trace of the last trail I took before translation. Here I stand today with flutters in my ears. Come, Egypt, come home. I tiptoe in the Egyptian desert, gently rest my boots on the ground, bow my head with respect and awe to the wondrous carvings from the sand calling my name. Come, Egypt, come home. I am a goddess with angel wings, shaking sand off my feathers as I rise, licking the sand from my hands. Time is calling me. Come, Egypt, come home. I have trekked around the sun 4,000 times plus one, and I hear the voice messaging my soul. Come, Egypt, come home. Nubians dance with an urgency that grabs my attention. Drums of harmony play a homecoming ritual in my name, shouting out loud, come, Egypt, come home. I walk in the tomb of Ramesses III, and the hieroglyphics pull at my heart. Resistance is not an option when the stimulus is so strong. Come, Egypt, come home. Your mummy is no longer usable. It crumbles in the atmosphere. You must embrace a new body to bind your soul. Come, Egypt, come home. Cloud clusters cry in my name, flow into my river of radiance, drench in your tears. My heart melts in a wave of love. Come, Egypt, come home. The river sings an ode to joy through the millenniums. Here we stand on the deck of an Egyptian yacht, listening. Come, Egypt, come home. Inhale the wind of the morning river. Fold arms around the warmth of hoodies. The morning chill calls the morning brew to assist the sunrise in song. Come, Egypt, come home. Gratitude floats on the deck of the Aida for the blessing of this ancient experience. Solitude opens its wings in first light, and the delight of the river's flow. The sound current streams. Come, Egypt, come home. The first sighting of morning, a water buffalo stands at the edge of the river, staring, slowly chewing its morning malt. I can feel the song in its heart. Come, Egypt, come home. Rose petals etched with the names of beloveds rise from the sand. I cannot get out of my dreams, walking meditations along the Nile River. Vibrations in the breeze enfold me. Come, Egypt, come home. When evening bends the light rays across the river, the water whispers just beneath the surface. Come, Egypt, come home. The river's musical surge makes me breathe deep in my soul. My ears twinkle like stars, overflowing with energy. I hear, come, Egypt, come home. I bow in reverence at the water's edge. A blanket of earth supports this river as it stumbles over words to spell grace. Come, Egypt, come home. A colored girl's muse rises from its ashes, flies above the river and speaks in the tongue of a goddess. Come, Egypt, come home. You open your mouth wide, the breakfast of your tongue sings without resistance. Come, Egypt, come home. Your legs tremble under the weight of your visions. Your heart is in overdrive. Someone, please take my hand. Come, Egypt, come home. How can this be such a powerful plea after 4,000 plus years? I know not the voice singing for me, but I feel the purity and innocence of the call from the temple walls. Come, Egypt, come home. Which one of you standing here with me, staining these temple walls with life colors, hear the call like a prayer as I do? Come, Egypt, come, Egypt, come home. Thank you. And the second piece is a New Year's poem that I wrote a few years ago, but still relevant today. It's called Old and New. The old year slips away quietly after many violent tantrums. The angel of death works hard in the killing fields, clears the landscape for renewal. Humanity takes a deep sigh, shoots slingshots of blame across the planet. Rhetoric flies like shooting stars to soothe helplessness, relieve stress. We recycle old patterns rolling through history, love, hate, violence, destruction. Resolution of differences buried deep within us lie in peace blankets and wait through eons of time to see a permanent change in human behavior. Egos inflated like balloons distract us from the primary objective, peace and love for all of humanity. We ride into the new year on a wing and a promise. History shows that it's the nature of mankind to recycle old patterns and make new covenants. Caught in the revelry, release the old and embrace the new. We cruise into a new year, breaking the vows minute by minute until the new becomes the old again. Thank you.
Oh my God, that was
Creole.
beautiful. Y'all open up your
Creole.
mics and show some love. Thank you so much.
Brilliant.
Wow.
That's brilliant. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Wow.
chanting.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was
Thank you very
absolutely
much.
amazing.
Appreciate it.
Beautiful.
Thank
So
You have an
beautiful.
amazing vocabulary. And in addition to how freaking fantastic that was, I just want to sit at your feet and just absorb the words. But your vocabulary is absolutely out of this world. Like there were some words there that I was like, what?
Thank you so
And
much.
not
I
only
appreciate
that,
it.
like, it's the command of the language and the timed responses, like the one about Egypt. You see, that's what griots do. Like that slowing down of the tempo and that going back to this. Oh, you're an original griot. Oh, much respect. Thank you for inspiring me. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
That's what's up. I love it. Y'all know how important that embrace is for one another. So again, let's make sure that we putting it in the chat and capturing what we do capture from the piece. Because sometimes it's heavy and it's hard to go back and pull, what hit you at that moment. But if you can get it as it comes and fill it in the chat, then we all can revisit those thoughts and vibe with that, and share that powerful passage or line or whatever it may be that sits with you or resonates with you. But awesome. So happy to have you here with us, Teresa. Thank you for sharing with us tonight.
And thank you so much. I'm happy to be here.
Blessings. Y'all make sure y'all continue to love and support each other. If you're on Instagram or Facebook, put your social media handles in the chat after you perform so that we can keep up with one another beyond these Zoom screens. All right. With that being said, y'all open up your hearts and your mics and show some love to our next performer, the amazing Marianne Peterson.
Yes. Woo!
Marianne, you ready for us? Do you need a few minutes, Marianne? She may do. I don't think she heard me. So we're going to come back to her. Yeah, we're going to come back to Marianne. Marianne, we'll come back to you, okay? Give you a few minutes to get right. Y'all open up your hearts and your mics and let's show some love to another Marianne, Miss Marianne Taft.
Yeah, Marianne.
Thank you so much, Mr. Witz. Happy New Year,
Oh, my
everybody.
pleasure.
It's my
Happy New
pleasure
Year
to
to
read
you.
this evening. I'd like to share two short poems from a manuscript that I hope to turn into a book this year. It's called Barricade Moon, a love letter in 50 poems. The first poem is called Snow in Summer. I want to wind your locks so fast around my hands that you must haul me to you when you breathe. I want to stroke the arches of your bare feet, imagining the prints they will leave in the sand, how our impressions will deepen in tandem. To watch your smile break open, your eyelids slowly sweeping your gaze as I rise into your moonstruck eyes. I want to melt your skin with my tongue, tasting mahogany, caramel, plum. I want to touch you with lips like the wings of butterflies, your snow in summer. And paper scissors. Sometimes I think of that schoolyard game, rock, break, scissors, scissors cut paper, paper wraps rock, your heart breaks open when you collide with the past and dreams. But my wings always reach out to enfold you when you let me. Thank you, poet friends. Happy New Year, one and all.
Oh, thank you so much, Marianne Teff. Your
Pleasure's mine.
metaphors is a journey in each one.
Yeah,
Each line took us somewhere different. So, just great wordplay.
Marianne's metaphors are made of five.
Say that again.
That's very nice. Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, gorgeous. Your imagery is what sells your work, I think. Like your imagery is just, I can taste it, I can hear it, I can see it, you know? The locks, like I can picture all of this happening. So super dope.
Yeah, yeah. Well said, CP. I couldn't find the words to express it, man. But it definitely, like I said, every line that she said was a journey in itself. So, well put, brother. Well put. Yeah, y'all keep loving on each other, and if you can grasp them lines, if you can catch them in the moment. Sometimes my fingers are a little too fat and too slow, so I can't get them types through this phone like I would like to. But if you can, please capture those lines, put them in the chat, so we have something to ride with, and remember, from what we're hearing from one another. Yeah, great work again. Y'all show
Thanks,
some love
Marianne.
again for Marianne Teff.
Yeah, you're gonna break a lot of hearts and melt a lot of people this year. I think you got to slow it down now. Take it easy on us now.
That's what's up. While y'all loving on Marianne Teff, let's go back one and open up our hearts and our mics and show some love to Marianne Peterson.
Friday feature.
Yeah, Marianne.
You know what I mean?
Okay, finally got it unmuted. Okay, this one is called Shadow. It's based on a writing prompt. The writing prompt was Shadow. And I wrote this on December 30th, 2023. I became a shadow of myself being with you. You didn't love me. That's it for that one. And then
hold on, Marianne. Say that again, because that was so sharp.
Okay.
To the heart.
Okay. I became a shadow of myself being with you. You didn't love me. I was thinking of my ex when I wrote that one. Could be in these boxes. Some of these new wraps look like they're gonna be really sick. So I'm pretty excited. Thanks. And then the next one I'll do is called Cries from Heaven. I wrote this on December 26th. The cries from heaven. Cries of what are you doing to humankind? So many mass shootings happen. The cries from heaven. The angels are saying, what are you thinking? The cries from heaven. The angels are saying, why don't you care about others? There are cries from heaven. The angels are saying, why are you wrecking Mother Earth? Tears fall from heaven. They are saying you need to change before it's too late. That's it for that one. And then let's see what next one. Okay, the last one I'll do is called We. I haven't done this one in a while. Gay, lesbian, bi. Why do songs you still spit in our eye? We have a right to be happy too. We love just like you. It doesn't matter who we love. We need the human connection as well. We are not throwaways. We deserve respect just like you. Why do you seem to hate us? Why can't you understand we are all a part of the human race? Why can't you just let us be? Why can't you let us be free? We have the same human rights as you. You're never putting us through hell. We want to be treated well too. We were born this way. That's it for that one.
So they should have that same mentality when it comes
to. Thank you so much, Marianne.
Welcome.
Y'all open up your hearts and show some love to the poet.
Yeah.
Oh, Marianne.
Yeah.
That first poem, so powerful. Wow.
Thanks.
Good work always.
Thanks.
Yeah, that one liner was so much a journey in itself.
I feel like a
That
shadow.
first poem was just crazy. Yeah. Yeah,
I feel like that's what we
ridiculous.
all feel like when we feel like we are a shadow. When we are with somebody and we become their shadow, it's not a good place to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And my birthday, my 48th birthday is coming up on January 13th.
So if you have any good stories of your own,
I'm January 11th. I'm January 11th.
I turned 48 this year too, Marianne.
Yep.
You said 48?
Yep, I'm going to be 48 on January 13th.
Beautiful, beautiful. I turned 48 this year as well on February 7th.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so dope, so dope. That's why I feel your energy. We're from the same time.
Thanks.
I love you. Thank you for coming and sharing your energy. And your son is so hilarious. I love his spirit. You're doing a great job with him.
He gotta be funny when he wants to be. And other times he's just a pain in the keister.
Well, that's what they here for. You know what I'm saying? They're here to learn from us and to get on our nerves at times too. So that's part of being youthful. Yeah, but embrace it because once they run out of the house, it's hard to get them back.
Yeah, I know.
So big love to you. Y'all show some love to Marianne one more time.
Yeah, Marianne.
All right, and they're moving the ball right along. When we loving on Marianne, y'all open up your hearts and your mics, and let's show some love to Catalyst.
Yeah,
Catalyst. Yeah.
Get it, girl. Yo.
Hello, everyone. So I don't read very often, so this is like my first time reading here. I've been here, but I write too. So this is called Do You Know? Do you know what it feels like to love everyone? Truly. To feel as though every single conscious being that you encounter is a very real part of your own being. To know that without a doubt in your mind that we are all one. To know that no matter what we do as individuals, no matter how good, bad, and everything in between, that we are all loved so unbelievably and absolutely. During the darkest, most heinous breaths of existence, to the most extreme violent acts, that there is a love that is supporting it all. Do you know that? Do you think you could really know and still judge? Forever is a speck to how long I'd wait. Because I know this because it's been at least that long, 10 times over, and this love still exists. Only burning brighter and more grateful than before. and always willing to wait again. It never, ever tires. It never lets go, and it will always be waiting for you to come around again. I just have the one.
Yeah, Catalyst. Yeah. Woohoo.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Great to hear you.
Yes, guys.
That was dangerous.
Yeah, go ahead, Calvin.
The one line I had to put down from you that really hit was, do you think you can really know and still judge? You know, that's so deep because we're still learning ourselves, let alone to know what someone else is feeling inside their actions before they act or react, whatever the situation may call for. So that was a powerful line for me. Thank you for sharing. So happy to have you here tonight. And thank you, Thomas, for sharing your queen with us. That's what's up. Y'all open your mics and show some love one more time.
Yeah.
So awesome. I
So
love
good
it.
to hear
Always
you.
willing to wait again. It was beautiful.
And all that you do, too.
That's what's up. And make sure we're putting these IG handles in the chat, please. We're not all familiar with one another, and I just want to make sure that we stay acquainted and reacquaint. You know, sometimes we got these hackers that's coming around and snagging our pages from us. So I've seen a few artists have to restart or start on a whole new profile. So, you know, I don't know if that may be a situation or a case, but let's stay in touch. Let's just make sure we keep in touch with one another. So IG handles in the chat, please. Thank you so much. Open your mics one more time and let's show some love to my brother, Black Noise.
Woohoo. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy New Year.
That's what's up. Good to have you,
Glad
brother.
to be here. Blessings to the space. We can start off with this one. I often find myself preparing for battle, training for an enemy I'll never see. Lightning working its way through veins, rain monsooning its way to my face. Can't chicken scratch out of the frustration felt when anxiety and doubt are too heavy for this tongue, asking God to poet me back to health when prayers are all that are left, and silence is the only source that comforts the uncontrollable shaking of my pen. After nights threaten day, making sunrises even more uncertain. Beautiful moonlight riddled with fireworks that aren't Norman Lewis, with vibrant colors, just abstract patterns of matter, reds, faded into an abyss of gunpowder grays, screeching tires and screams that rip through walls, that rip through what are supposed to be sacred walls, drowning out moments filled with laughter and the happy tapping of children's feet. Sounds that loosen the lips of palpitations, cold sweats, and night terrors, denying access to movement, breath, the ability to wake up. Feels like the devil is riding my back. I've seen death, heard his voice, felt him crawl up my chest. Before first responders, he responded, told me it should have been me. He won't miss next time. Still can't wash his stench, fingerprints, color, boots, knees, or smile from my memory. Pause for rage when he comes in a form covered in blue. but hurts most when dressed in the flesh of your own kind, and no ambulance chasers or bullhorns blaring acronyms come behind the one you called friend. Stuck with this stomping anguish of never wanting to go outside again, looking over your shoulder, participating in what seems like a senseless fight when life is you slap box in the air until exhaustion, trying to force the wind to feel every bit of your grief, disorder, dip demons invisible to the uninfected, crippling moments when a cause backfire sends you into war mode. There's nothing post about reliving zombie trauma, tying the bed down so the monsters don't escape, having to conjure your normal, your happy, your home, a second life in the bindings of a notebook, creating a new family from the spirits at the bottom of a bottle. No one listens like them. No one understands the jolt of waking up to smells of gun smoke, quite like slurred thoughts. A new warm hug turned yes man, intoxicating security blanket justifying every excuse not to seek therapy, whispers things like, don't worry. Everyone has a vice. They ain't been through what you've been through. Divulge your secrets in me. Addiction is how Black men are supposed to cope with shell shock. Fails to mention all you hear is flash bangs, that in the midst of a drunk, life tends to fly by, breathing the fuel added to your burning bridges, yet find solace in watching the embers float away. At least my pain won't give them the third degree anymore, discovering a toxic comfort in being a fire-breathing misfit, a ticking red flag of emotion. I need therapy. Someone to talk to. The tools to survive this firing squad in my head, sick of running away from feeling of licking self-inflicted wounds. My body has become a bleeding bruise of silent screams for help. 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 Peace.
Woohoo! Yeah! God damn!
Whoa, what the
Fantastic!
hell?
What the hell, bro?
Damn.
Right? Why, yo?
I love your
Just
ear,
out
man.
in my head.
I heard you
What
for
are
the
you
first
talking
time the
about,
other
bro?
night, and
So dope.
Yo, that's one of the greatest poems I've ever heard in my life.
Thank you.
Right, bro?
Wow. The
I hear you.
tools to
I
survive
hear you.
the
I feel
firing
you,
squad in
and
my head.
I will
Stop
be there
playing.
for you if you ever need someone. You reach out.
Stop playing, man. Stop playing. That is not even a poem. That's a sermon, man. Jeez. Stop.
This next
That
one
was
is
nice.
it's called No Safety for Safety. Remembering the summers of my youth, riding bikes to the corner store with a gang of friends. It wasn't a gang back then, but we were deep, at least 15 or so. But back when days sounded like Yo Mama jokes, ice cream trucks, and wind chimes tasted like 50-cent bags of penny candy. And don't forget the infamous ghetto mix, a shopping bag full of no less than 4 25-cent bags of chips, hot flamings, hot fries, salt and vinegar, and crunchy curls, playing tackle football in empty fields, trying not to fall on the patch of grass with the needles that itched and hurt until you took a bath. I think they called it stinging nettle. We would play through the pain until nightfall, coming up with ways to ask if my friends could spend the night. My mother would meet us at the door with open arms, home always feeling like home cooking and a mother's love, warmth, wrapped in a smile. She gave us all hugs before telling us that we smelled like boys. And little bears told us we were unkempt, like no one loved us. Don't touch my furniture before getting in the tub, she would say, as we laughed until our sides hurt. I remember when cops double parked to hand out bazooka bubblegum and sports cards back when they actually lived in the neighborhood before moving away, before they changed.
So yeah, I'm
before
I'm
they
connected,
changed
but
to walk the beat.
I told Vegas I was
When
just
we
gonna go black
looked
screen in between and come
at
back and forth a
them
little bit.
like heroes,
I sent you a
even
message too.
wanted to be. Hello?
Somebody's unmuted. So, sorry about that.
Back when they
Sorry about
actually
that, brother.
lived in the neighborhood before moving away, before they changed to walk the beat, when we looked at them like heroes and even wanted to be like them. I remember when it changed, when bubblegum turned my tongue vulgar, made me forget the smell of home. A cop would tell me for the first time to empty my pockets, called me nigga, slammed me against the car. I was 10. From then, the hugs felt different. It was never the same. And every year it got worse. Do you know what it's like to look down the barrel of a white man's police-issued smug smile? To view projectile profanity meant to take your life? It squeezes between blue teeth and rolls off gunmetal tongues. What do you do when all your power is taken? The future power you thought you might have, the reason you were told to eat your vegetables, were told not to cry, robbed of your innocence. Who will apologize for my innocence? To the change in perspective from begging for a cap gun to feeling like I need a Glock, no safety for safety, knowing that every day I gotta put on black, this epidermis of cursed greatness, paint on this smile, straighten this back, switch code. The only time I'm not a color is when I'm sleeping in my bed. Even then, my dreams become darker than blue, the hue of which leaking into guarded days. Mother, my mama, don't got a good enough answer for this. Never could tell me why my black is viewed as a danger to society's well-being. Only could tell me that this is how things go. Said things like, stay safe, keep your circle small. You are judged by the company you keep. You know, the black mother's fear for her son's life mantra on repeat had a robotic tones mixed with a horrified glare adorned with a tear. It has to be a gut-wrenching feeling to know that your protection can only go so far. Now a man having sons, having to raise them, feeling the need to answer every one of their questions with the fear of them asking just to. Why are people racist? What does nigger mean? Knowing whatever answer I provide won't be good enough, won't stop them from looking at the world different, might make them a little more unforgiving, force them to want Glocks instead of super soakers, crave the feeling of no safety for safety, can't stand the thought of my boys leaving this earth before I do, can't let the world change the taste of their bubble gum, so I tell them, stay safe. Keep your circle small. You are judged by the company you keep. It's okay to cry, baby. Yes, it's okay to cry when things get overwhelming, not just when blood is involved, when you don't know what else to do. It's okay. It's okay not to have all the answers. The toughest thing you can do is make it home. And please, please eat your vegetables. Peace.
Y'all open your mics and show some love.
Woo!
Damn, yeah, right on,
Yes.
Black Noise. Yeah.
Yes, my Lord, my
Elevated.
Lord.
Like,
Nice.
yo,
You know,
bro,
Yes.
you gotta
Wow.
share.
Yes.
You gotta
Yes.
share your contacts. This is
Thank you.
Grio
you know,
to
I
the
want
other
to say
limit.
something if I can
This
here.
is Grio to the level of Grio that is just you hovered above us with that man. I'm a fan already. Please share your. I
So
will follow everything you do.
Thank you.
yeah, so
Wow,
Black
bro.
Noise, you know, I mean, I mean this. A work like that you didn't write, but you lived and you bled and you transcribed it and you put it there. Whatever neighborhood you came from, wherever, if that neighborhood's still there and it's still tough, at least start there. That every cop in that neighborhood should have to hear that before they even get a badge or a gun. And that's not just a saying or a wish. That can happen. And if everyone in here believed what I just said, then I don't know if it's just a bad dream. I don't care if it came from me or anyone else. But if you wrote that down, and you recorded that, and you went to that one place, and we all signed it, and we made them do it, and we recorded that shit, you would change at least one life, and then that might grow. That's a really good work of art, but it shouldn't stop with poets hearing a poem from a poet. And I just want to put that out there for what it's worth. That's my dream, that's my wish, and I'll take it home or I'll help you ride that bus if you need someone to drive it. That's it.
Thank you. Thank you. I receive it. I receive it.
Yeah, well expressed. Great pieces. There's a lot of love in the chat. Make sure you go back and receive that. That's what I'm looking for. You all fill that chat up with whatever touches you, whatever you feel that made you feel something. Put it in there so we all can share it and revisit that. Great reads, brother. Y'all show some more love to our brother Black Noise.
Absolutely
Yeah.
amazing. Love you.
Yo,
Yeah,
find us
yeah.
at Open Mic.
Incredible.
Open Mic.
Like
Please come to it. We love you.
like
I want to hear more.
you were ripping the essence, fam. You took it like you flew it right straight out like you were the pilot to this shit. You were the, and like it got me thinking back to my neighborhood too. And yo, man, respect, much respect. Please share your contacts because I want to follow you. I'm a fan already. One love.
That's what I'm talking about. Put it in the chat. Make sure you got those IG handles, those social media handles, so we can stay in touch with each other beyond these screens. Big talk. Well, y'all open up your hearts and your mics and let's show some love for our next artist, Miss Escape Artist.
Hi.
Hey, Queen.
Okay, first one I'm still working on, like editing wise. It's called Sickness. It's a little heavy, so here goes. My mother once said she was tired of fighting. See, someone has devastated her garden. Nothing beautiful grows there anymore. All of her flowers have given up too. In fact, the only flowers left aren't the kind you can smell or touch. They're poisonous, and the weeds that grow there are relentless, bringing pests that rest right in the center of her essence. The faster she pulls them out, the quicker they grow. No weed killer can eliminate these invasive seeds. No pesticides can subside the relentless thieves. I try to be the sunshine and the rain, but no bees will retreat to these cursed leaves. Our soil is made of tar. Not even the rose who grew from concrete can grow there. Only the parasites find it paradise. She says she's tired of fighting, planting seeds of hope that never grow, no matter the amount we sow, no matter the amount of miracle grow. But I need her to remember she is more than just sick. She is more than sickly spines on prickly vines. She is mine, my mother. She is not the dirt or the tar of her garden. She's the fertilizer, the nutrients, the warmth that helps me grow. And she never needed a garden to grow to show her greatness. Her light is brighter than sunshine. She is the cure, the sacrificial lamb in the land of the damned. She gives us love, hope, water for the way we cope. She is the healer, the cure, the antidote. I can see her fatigue and her fight undone. I hope she can see her fight is already won. And the next one. Okay. It's a little lighter. It's called The Hit of the Green. With just a hit of the trees, I sink into the green, cultivate the seed. Let it waltz with my imagination, dancing in the breeze. Close my eyes. Where will it take me? Down alleyways and avenues, searching for the fields of creative juice that we can mine for the mind, to get the gears in grind, to turn the lights, to wake up the ideas. Like the start of the day, horns honking, attention ranting, subjects chattering, traffic buzzing, rush hour, red light, green light, stop, go. It's the city life in my mind. Logic racing thoughts. Everything starts to flow. It's getting smoky, ghastly like a nebula. The birth of stars has commenced. Gigantic balls of creativity spinning, pulling objects in orbit, creating universe after universe. I'm awake. The sun is up. We've hit gold. The juices are flowing.
Ooh,
Oh,
wow.
that was
Both
dope.
pieces. Yes.
Yeah.
Both
First one.
pieces were beautiful and just
That
Amazing,
was nice.
amazing rights.
That was nice.
Powerful.
brilliant, powerful.
Yeah.
Ah, that was nice.
Escape. Yo,
Thank you.
Escape. Like the line that shook the hell out of me, it was something like we're all sacrificial lambs in the land of the damned. Was that what that line was?
Yeah, the sacrificial lamb in the land of the damned.
What? That's so Christ, that's so any one of us on any given day trying to be us in the land of the damned. Like that goes hard. Hell of a right.
Thank you.
That was a hell of a
Appreciate
right.
it.
Yeah, that's a good pen. That's a beautiful pen. One love.
Thank you.
I think Whisper asked what was the line about the pesticide?
Let me check. It was. Oh man, I find it. No weed killer can eliminate these invasive seeds. No pesticides can subside these relentless thieves.
Yeah, it's just amazing, 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 amazing. Two brilliant writes, two great reads. You have love that's there in the chat. Please make sure you go back and receive that. And make sure that you put your Instagram social media handle in the chat so that those that aren't following you can catch up with you and see what you got going on.
Thank you.
Great
Oh,
work,
I know.
y'all.
I don't know if you guys see me crocheting, but I'm listening to everybody. I just listen when my hands are busy. I listen better when my hands are busy. So I don't know why, but I'm not ignoring you guys. I've been listening.
Well, I'm pretty sure we all know as artists, we all multitask. It kind of goes along with being an artist. I think our minds are cluttered, so it's kind of like cleaning out the attic. Sometimes you gotta be doing something, and it's like listening to music and cleaning the house. You still hear the music. Great reads. Y'all show some love to Escape Artists one more time.
Yeah.
I love your name too.
Amazing.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Who's doing that? Who, who's doing that? I just want to know where that sound coming from.
Zamkanto.
Sankanto. All right. That's what I apologize. I can't get everybody on my screen because I'm doing this through my phone tonight. Hopefully next week I'll be back on a laptop and I'll be able to receive everybody at the same time. But y'all bear with me, please. Let's keep the show going. Y'all open up your hearts and your mics and let's get some music in our soul for CC, a shop.
CC.
Yes,
Walk
yes,
away.
sir.
CC don't walk away. Oh, here he comes. Here he come waving his hand at us.
Walked away from praise. Don't do it, CC.
Okay, I'm here. Okay, thank you. I'm very sorry. I had talk about they say doodling actually helps people learn better. Also, that's a true thing. It's not just. But thank you for doing that. Let's see if I can make sure I got the sound thing on here. Okay, you should be good. All right, this is one of the first ones I did when I started. First of all, I want to thank everyone for letting me be the poet, lyric writer with a bunch of attitude about myself and that I can't play it. I constantly say, I don't know why I do that to myself, but I do. This one's called Forever Hum. Life is only death, but not forever. Rivers only water, not dry bones. And love is only everything, is a miracle. And you and I, the song, forever hum. Noon is only midnight as the world dreams. And time is only clocks, not broken yet. And a knife is just a tool, a useful kind one, that no one ever needs to harm true love with. A man is just a womb without a gravestone. And a child only tears that wait to laugh. And aging is just a series of soul lessons. As if all moments equal one lifespan. Well, hunger is the price of dreams become form. And thirst reminds the oceans they're not sky. And eyes and ears are always learning to feel. Further than you can see why you are here. While the ground of love is only all the sky knows. Where sight becomes how beauty can let the blind see. Where vision lifts the heart up and rests in peace there. Where you can catch your last breath and walk your soul home. Life is only death, but not forever. And rivers only waters, not dry bones. You see, love is only everything is a miracle. And you and I, the song forever hum. Forever hum. I'm gonna read one. Can I read one?
You can. I thought you were frozen for a second. Was that on my end or did he freeze up, guys?
I don't know. I was
He didn't freeze
lost.
on mine. He didn't freeze on mine.
No,
I
that
heard
was
him all.
pretty fire. I didn't see no freezing.
Okay, it might have been on my end. I kind of missed that last note, the last ending of the song, but powerful, man. I jotted some lines that I felt from your words. Powerful, brother. Your songs are always powerful. Please give us another one.
I'm gonna read this one. I wrote this, and before there's twice I called Elemental, I called CP. So you guys got to hear this before I put this out there. This one here is called War of No Heroes, and it actually goes back to the going into the Gulf War thing. This war of now, there are no heroes, no voice insulting love. The life of peace begins here by this grave result of children killed in a war where innocents lay dead. Come into the garden where humanity must grow and ask the cheers of victory to become tears you lost. The loss of life must not be foreshadowed by some joy, for who is here to celebrate a child killed by war? Be you are the parent of a child dismembered by a bomb. Be a parent holding still in their arms a child who's now gone. Be you stand in ruins, no history born free, and see the crimes of arrogance and heal all bloody flags. See the flags now mourning, and who salutes what is ahead. Now expose all of war's evils and the profiting from this. The fuel of information, what is pumped into your heads, don't erase or sanitize what hides all that's unsaid. Don't hate the peaceful movements. They're our hearts against our cries to kill. There are no flags divided on any nation on one world. Without a peaceful movement, the world will see us all bloodthirsty, a real mocking of democracy, pure hypocrisy as us. If freedom spits into the wind, it naturally blows back. What hero wants to have the dreams of a child's last breath? This war of now, there are no heroes, no voice insulting love. The life of peace begins here by this grave result of children killed in a war where innocent lays dead. Let the crimes of war be said. Let all the crimes of war be said. Let every crime of war be said. This war of now, there are no heroes.
Well said. Y'all open up your mics and show some love to our brother CC.
War of now, there are no heroes. Yes.
CC always comes through with
Beautiful work,
knowledge.
CC. Thank you.
Dude,
Yes.
I was about to go to the restroom and then I heard your piano. Now I'm gonna go to the restroom because I almost wee-weed myself. I'll see you in a
Oh
little
man, that's love. That's love, man. The man almost wet himself for a poem. That's dedication.
Oh man,
Oh my God.
I have nothing to say.
CC is always on some kind of level, you know what I mean? Like if you can switch back and forth from piano and then you also do poetry, his writing is on an echelon, so I appreciate that.
For real, I think of CC like E.F. Hutton. Forget E.F. Hutton. When CC talks, you listen.
Oh man.
For real.
I'm gonna do the other thing because I can't comment on this thing here. I gotta go over the laptop, so I'll be out and in. So thank you. I love you all.
We love you, brother. Thank you, man. Y'all continue to show that love for one another. And again, don't forget that's what the chat is for. Fill that chat up with all these thoughts and all these emotions that you feel and put them in there. We want to make sure everybody get heard tonight. So we want to take too much time with the accolades, all right? But definitely show that love and support for one another. So abuse that chat, turn that little book into an encyclopedia of love, all right? With that being said, y'all open up your hearts and your mics and let's show some love to Kazi.
Cause.
Hello, everyone. I hope everybody is good. Happy New Year, everybody. All right. So for tonight, I figured I would spit this piece. I know the year passed, so its birthday was last year. I'm a little late, so it's a little belated birthday for hip hop because hip hop turned 50 last year. All right, so this piece is titled Dear Hip Hop. Dear Hip Hop, I am so sorry for what they've done to you. I remember when I used to have a heavy delight in rappers, never half-stepping, fully paid, always having the power to fight, whether it was straight out of Staten Island or Compton. But this isn't the story they tell the children. They're quite slick, in fact. Which is why there are only 3 people I trust, myself, me, and I. Oh, and my dear mama, who would knock my ass out if she ever heard me speak to you this way. Her face would turn so red, man, you have no idea. I admit though, my dear mama, she was gangster. She lived in her own paradise. She pretended to be followed by the paparazzi, Sometimes the presidents too, even the dead ones. At times, she would start praying Hail Marys and Our Fathers. She would always try to hypnotize me. 4, 3, 2, 1. By this point, I don't even know what my name is. Then she starts demanding that I ante up for all the pain that I caused Miss Jackson's daughter. After which she then played this one song that made me cry. It was about this gold digger who never even made it to third base, but for the right amount of Lucci, she would kiss you in many different styles. Peep game, yo. She also told me how easy it would be for me to get myself a gun, especially on my block. But yeah, I kind of lost myself in the music. Now I'm in the club with my homies. They have a whole bunch of X and they're gonna give it to me. But I already have enough problems. 99% of them you already know about. Hold up, it's getting hot in here. I can actually use some iced tea. But this'll do. Give me a sec while I tap this 40 and twist this cap so I can slam this down right quick. Much better. And I don't need any sermons either, Eric. I'm feeling some type of way though. I've been made to feel outcast, and I may have to jump around from place to place, hopefully without disturbing the peace too much. I want to make sure the line get crossed like Chris, my one who lives in Cyprus, who just had a baby with ice on his wrist and ice on his neck, and the way he would just lean back in his seat. I've never seen him wild out like that before, talking about what, huh? I was like, whoa, chill. Our time here is too short, and I'm the wrong one, yo, pun intended. Check yourself and wreck yourself. Look, be easy, my G. Look, here's 50 cents. Go get a cigar and twist to yourself a big L of this premier cannabis. And hey, feel free to bust some rhymes if that helps. But this is a different scenario now. That type of mischief can kill your soul. Most deaths, be humble, man. Don't act like you got it made, you know? Like just another boy in the ghetto with no roots. Just asking for black cops to come up here and mace your ass. They will drop the hammer on you faster than my friend Jay eats coleslaw. Simon says, use your common sense and stop acting so damn juvenile. This ain't the Wild Wild West. That will appeal more to the masses. So lace up your Timberland, grab your little Missy boo with all her misdemeanors before she hops in and wakes up in another nigga's Bugatti. And while you're at it, grab yourself a fat cup of Joe and some cakes made by Drake's. And if you start feeling a little wheezy, drink yourself some Tang. Woo. P.S. Hooray for hip hop. Thank you.
Oh man, you name some of my favorite tunes. You know, 1 2 1 2. That's what we usually thought. Once again, it's the thought, the Dalai Lama of the mic, the rhyme minister. you laid them all, and you said Big L. Oh man, yo, Big L.
I love how you that last line too. You move with the tank. Ooh.
You named all of the, you know, one love to hip hop, and you named all of them. That was nice. That was nice. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. No, one love to hip hop, and rest in peace to those that passed away. Big L, Biggie, Pac, you know,
man.
Heavy D, all of them great ones. May their souls rest in peace. One love.
Yes, most definitely. Yes. Hip hop.
Firework.
It's bigger than hip hop. One thing about music, when it hits, you feel no pain.
My folks take control of your brain.
I know better than that. You know all of them. You know all of them.
Keep in mind that Mr. Witz has to get up at 5 in the morning, so put your love in the chat.
Thank you so much, Demegas. I really don't want to be rude. Well, I'm gonna start chopping some of y'all throats if y'all don't start feeling that line up. Y'all know it's in there, and I know we love each other, so I never want to cut that short. But put it in the chat, fill that chat up. You know, you got a lot to say it in there, put it in there, so that the person can go back and revisit that love, and we all can get it as well. All right, Kazi, you got another piece for us?
Sure. Okay, sorry. This one is titled Lifted Veils. Indiscriminately incriminating are the incredulously crazy crimes consistently committed at our expenses worth, serving our expensive births through Mother Earth's comprehensively extensive girth. At first, we were second to be third in line to be revived and reborn in the eye of the hurricane's fiery storm, where we were violently formed in single files to be a little bit wild enough to be conveniently reviled and scorned. This is the unfortunate new style and norm, which for a while has been performed on us in the form of such a rude smile, in the middle of such a violent storm as violence warn us of the impending silent swarm. I'm tired, torn, wired, worn. I'm not trying to conform, but I definitely got something for 'em. And I'm gonna try to keep this forum within the foreign boundaries of diplomacy and decorum while I expose and explore them. Because see, during the beginning of this end, the existential intuition of my end will indefinitely stop time to eloquently infinitely transcend the chronologically implemented agendas which constantly and maliciously offend us. So therefore, my friend, permit me to respectfully offend you with the honor in my truth, while the dignity and my integrity blatantly disrespects your surreptitiously supercilious stipulations with the honesty that resides in my truth. We've been blatantly baffled, befuddled, and bamboozled by the criminalistic confusions in your bewildering perplexity. So clearly, I must clarify the clear clarification, clarifying the clearness of my clarified complexities. You've excessively stretched our strength to the absolutely fullest extent of their incredibly extensive extremities. From robbing our identities to stealing our serenities with people like you, who the hell needs any enemies? It seems you do. You want to keep us in order, keep us separated. You want us distracted from your evil agenda. You want us ignorant so you can imprison us. You want us divided so you can conquer us. But it's time for the evil visions of the world to be lifted to the point where they can only be noticed from a distance and eventually wiped from the history of our world's existence. The persistent tenacity, insistent on the righteous infliction of a viably vicious type of veracity, complicit with the mission and the vision at hand, because divided we fall and so united we most definitely must stand. I say this because I am an anonymous anomaly with a quality over quantity philosophy who's still waiting for an apology. But honestly, I'm oddly in harmony with the modesty of my prophecy's odyssey, because undoubtedly honesty is always the best policy. Meanwhile, my mental autometry is a subconscious commodity dramatically essential to this quintessentially influential monopoly, which is an integral part of my incrementally monumentology, commonly implemented as an oddity of a novelty, which is an obvious atrocity due to the ominous animosity which hauntingly follows me like the dichotomy between prosperity and poverty. So constantly, I must defend my prodigy in psychology chronologically until they confidently become the prodigy which arguably they consciously ought to be. You know? Thank you.
Oh, bro.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Can't wait for your feature on Friday at Open Minds, Kazi. Yeah.
Me neither. Thank you. I cannot be excited. Thank you so
Make sure
much.
you put that in the chat so that
Such a
we can catch
master with
that.
words.
Yes, I will definitely, definitely.
Yeah, make sure that's in the chat. We definitely don't want to miss that.
That was definitely fire. That was definitely.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Well, appreciate your energy always, brother. Thank you for being a part of this family.
Thank you for having me.
Show some love one more time to our brother Kazi Kaz.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cause is that label. Cause is that label. That's what it's about. Cause that label.
Thank you.
That's what's up. Well, y'all keep that energy up, man. Please do. Don't let me dampen y'all mood. And don't let me rush your flow. I want everybody to be heard. That's all. So just want to make sure y'all expressing yourself. And again, that the accolades don't overwhelm the crowd, because we do have a lot of people on the list. So with that being said, y'all open up your hearts and your mics to the other half of the show, the amazing Gifted.
Gifted,
Hey, y'all.
rightly named, Gifted.
Hey, hey,
Please,
hey. I had some technical difficulty, but I'm back. Hey. Oh, let me see. All right. Um, this piece is frost-filled windows. I'm out on a limb. I'm giving in to you again. Out on a limb, perched, looking in on what used to be, longing for the year before the day before those moments disappeared. When peeping through the frost-filled window, I'd see your love shining through like a glimmer. Every recipe you'd share and cook, place settings at its perfectly decorated table. Loud sounds of our laughter, amazing graces being shared, filling the room. I've chased those very comforts again and again and again. Tender was the flow when you were near, want to follow you to the moon and back. I'm out on a limb. Yet my hour is too soon. Access is denied. It's not my time. So the memories of you, the memories of you, the memories of you linger on the frost-filled window. And I'm out on a limb, searching yesteryear. All right. How y'all doing? Y'all know it's
Stop
holiday
playing.
time.
That was nice. That was nice. Stop playing. Stop playing.
Thank
So
you.
beautiful. Thank you so much.
That was dope. That was dope. Brook, 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 brook.
Yeah, gifted.
Thank you. Y'all know the holidays make you long for yesterdays, so thank you. This piece is called Love Like. Love like a bottled ship upon the sea, moving with the waves, up and down, side to side, up and down at the right time, each strike of irrelevant wet, protected by the glass that surrounds momentous thrust. Received openly and held, floating in the arms of your sweet surrender. Love, like the winds are shifting, tantalizing breeze sensually saunters into the opening of hearts, landing strokes, refreshes the air we breathe, putting forth the idea that this aroma is real. So love like sun kissing the moon, saying, how did you sleep last night? Clouds allowing the surrounding and shielding of our glow, only allowing the perfect peak of view, giving soft surges of your warmth touch each time you speak. Hugged hips melt all around. Yeah, love like we were predestined to find one another along the shore, hand in hand, kicking the sand, finding our way through this maze together. Love, just like that.
Wow. Y'all open your mics and show some love.
Oh, you got
Gifted.
delivery. Oh my, like
That was
Wow.
the
absolutely
timing,
stunning
the
piece. That was
pacing,
so beautiful.
the very
Yeah, gifted.
come on,
Gifted, are you a
stop
theater
playing,
person? You do the
stop
stage too?
playing. Like
Oh, that's
you
a
play
that's
so
you do. You
well, you
belong
know.
there.
Oh
You
man,
should do
Oh,
some
thank
theater.
you. I do.
yeah.
I love the stage, but
You should do
I
some
do my
theater.
poetry on stage, huh?
Yeah, you should do the theater.
I've been to.
I don't know, Michael. Somebody want to second that? Did you see that too?
I second
Thank
it.
you.
You know, it got to be a
Thank
good
you.
script, but you know, maybe you should write it too. You're a playwright. Oh, there you go. All right, back to the next poet.
Thank you. Thank you for the love.
Super dope. Yeah, super dope. Both pieces was amazing. Thank you for sharing, Queen, and thank you for keeping this show going. Y'all show some love to Gifted one more time. While y'all
Amazing.
loving
Thank
on
you so
Gifted,
much.
yes. While y'all loving on Gifted, open y'all hearts and y'all mics and show some love to our brother CP Hayes.
Hello, everybody.
The razor blade, that other razor blades used.
Yeah,
to
CP.
All right,
Um,
CP, who?
two-
Who's this
I
guy?
got two
Oh, we got a
pieces
new
for
guy.
y'all.
New guy.
After I spit the two pieces, I gotta go finish looking for my classes for this semester because I'm this close to graduating with that creative writing poetry degree. So I'm gonna switch computers, open this back up, and I'll just listen, but I'll be doing my work. So cool. Here's two poems. The first poem is one of those poems, being raised in crickets and record scratches and no one liking my style of poetry. This is one of the poems that kind of helped, for some reason, switch that moment on and people kind of started liking me. It's called I Want to Destroy Something Right Now. I want to destroy something right now. Maybe I should start with the lady that gave birth to the baby that murdered my Marine Corps brother. Move on to the demons in that dark place that keeps me penning poems to win back God's grace. Maybe murder metaphor or a microphone. Some say there's a baby Jesus breathing in the back of my jawbone, riding into this concrete generation, generating God birthed me from concrete and stone. Concrete ocean of love me, leave me, love me the fuck alone. I want to destroy something right now. Because at the end of every night, I debate whether I want to hate myself or hurt myself. My chest plate is a collection plate of past I had features, fears. And if I don't force myself to wake up in the morning, then maybe this life wasn't my birthright. Because honestly, honesty is hung over, heartbroken, homeless, and hardly has the courage to speak. She taught me truth is absolute concrete. Most of our wounds are self-inflicted. And my preferred method of madness is water torture, brainstorms, thunderclaps. Keep what I kill flesh. It's just a living will that I keep track of by burying what I write in passage. 32 tombstones in my mouth. The Marine Corps taught me how to smile at my burial rites of passage, for I've been passing by people, passing each other on the pavement, passing out judgments as if they're auditioning for the role of God. Exorcists of Exodus, ignorance is bliss, willing to go half on a baby with a two-split wrist. We are extending family like failures, and my heart's a hard copy, rough draft that's hard to goddamn edit. So, dear Mother Mary, ever since separation from the afterbirth, I've been searching for my afterlife. I left my self-esteem in the corners of your womb. And I've been searching for it in other women since then. Mommy, there's a mole in my midst, birds in my walls, Jack Daniels playing dress up with the skeletons in the closet of my tongue. I woke up this morning with a hellified hangover and nothing to put on, so I walked out of my house wearing nothing but thick skin. Last night, cigarette smoke, spooning with the keys of hope in my locks and an open door in my mouth that I've never learned how to close. So you call me a poet. So I hit this road with one spare change of clothes, hoping the concrete can keep these keepsakes safe. Because of late, my lungs keep me up like Christ on a cross. I left my life in between your legs, and I've been walking in the light ever since then, because I am a direct insult to what the fuck Satan invested time in. There's still a poem burning in my back bedroom. I want to destroy something like hope. Okay. A piece from my manuscript that I dedicated to one of my closest brothers from a different shade of a mother. My boy Manian, dedicated to him. Tell Job, I know what it feels like to be God's entertainment. This is my asylum. End quote. C.P. Mays. Sonatas, corsages, and scar tissue. A dedication to Mania Rosen. Shotgun shells, root canals, shot glasses, pull wisdom teeth, flossing with another fifth of Jack Daniels. Forged, form-fitted, and fashioned from mortar. Immortal blood brothers, my fellow stanza sorcerer. You have a howling howitzer for a heart. Me, a missing in action cement mixture of shell-shock therapy for a mouth. Both be us, a couple of concrete kids in the cathedral, golf clapping at fleeting blessings, brother. We both better best be on time before our boatsmen start stressing over our reserved seats sitting in Dante's Inferno's VIP section, river Styx, gasoline saliva spit, using matchsticks for toothpick, purgatory a nuisance, 6 senses loose nooses, broken promises promised us, Bible belts were built to be buckled. Mania, I'm a detrimental case that can match your scholar for scholar, even though you're a goddamn gorgeous graveyard plot. Fuck looking glasses when my glasses first name is shot. When you're pissed off, it's pissed off. You can catch me counting fingers, figuring what your figurative language and syllabic hasn't figured out. Your tripwire brain's a hell of a helter-skelter, a hell of a bomb shelter, a hell of a kill 'em all, and let boards sort 'em out. Rage against the dying of the light. Houses a bunch of braggadocious busted light bulbs and broken glass bastards, brother. Oh, my brother, my wrist are a flight risk. My pulse is playing Jeopardy with Jesus. My sanity is in danger. I'm a half-dark lit back alley illegal abortion hanger. My brother's editor's complex is an apartment complex of God complexes. My brother's cruel intentions are cruel intentional shoppers. On this aisle 2 eyes, you can find what heartbreaks left behind. Find on aisle 5, Munchkins eating scrambled eggs off his brain fries. Aisle 6, knives. Aisle 7, are we stocking clothes for a while? On the 9th aisle, in the frozen fruits, in the 9th aisle, we need the price check on the sale prices of denial. In the frozen food section, feel Free to sample cold shoulders, silent treatments, reality disconnections, crooked shots, smile, and thank you for soul shopping at humanity's loose tooth. Listen, my brother, the goddamn right I refuse to bow out gracefully. My brother is a razor-born rebirth, solar flares, razor burn, an abandoned kid grenade at a rifle range, refusing to go look for his mama like, fuck it, I'll eventually find her. My brother's a crowbar, a makeshift shaft, a street soldier's hustle, save me sermon. This is a rough drive's dedication cover letter to Dear Demons, why fucking quit now? Try harder. I know you can do better. Brothers in asphalt, forged from forever. We are a bunch of outlaws. And I love us for that. Oh.
Yes, CP. Woo-hoo. Yeah.
The razor blade, that other razor
mean,
blade
like,
used to shave.
Thank
it.
y'all.
Man.
Wow.
The crazy part about, like, I know some crazy fuckers. Mania Rosen, he literally changed legally his pen name to his first name. Literally, his first name is Mania Rosen. So I'm just an extension of all y'all and all those inkwells. Thank y'all for having me.
Do you know, like, CP Maze, actually, like, his last, like the maze part of it, you feel like you're walking in a maze and you're never gonna go out. You're never even going to exit. And you keep saying, like, where is the exit? And it doesn't make you exit. You just keeps going up and up and up, and then you realize that, whoa, I put myself in a maze that was not supposed to be, that I was not supposed to be in.
Let's keep in mind, Mr. Witz has to wake up at 5 in the morning.
Love y'all. Switching computers.
Yeah.
See you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you for
so
your
much,
service,
man.
man.
I appreciate you, man. For
Jesus
for helping me to keep things in order for real. CP, I did want to say that this one line really was influential to me. People laying judgment, like they're auditioning for the role of God. That's just powerful, man. Powerful. So, as always, man. Appreciate your energy and your work tonight. I don't know if he clicked off. He probably clicked onto his other. Okay, there you go. Big love, brother. You know, I appreciate you, man. All right. Y'all show some love one more time to our brother CP Mays.
See y'all soon.
All right, get to work. Get some rest.
Artists, if you have
Burn
performed
some
already, do me a favor.
midnight oils on both ends of the 7 handles of the candle there.
Make sure we putting those Instagrams, the Instagrams and the Facebook follows in the chat so people can keep up with you. If you've performed already, do me a favor and please lower your hand so I don't come across it again. That way I can get to the people who haven't performed yet. With that being said, y'all open up your hearts and your mics and let's show some love to the Whisper Poets.
Whisper.
Oh, yeah.
Happy New Year. All right, so I have two pieces. The first one I wrote New Year's morning. I literally woke up with this coming out of my pen. This is called A Letter to the Universe for When She Sends Me a Man. I told the universe I have a shopping list and that she best have material whisperers ready at her fingertips when she check her inventory to fulfill my requisition. Now I have a good job, so I don't need a man to open up his wallet on my command, but what I do require is quality, and I'm not trying to have her pick him out from Dollar Tree. No cheaply made from sweatshop labor that break when I open up his package or play with him, have to send him back for warranty damage. No. I require durability and a reasonable amount of flexibility in his personality and his joints. Now, if she has a yogi master who can walk on his fingers and hold a fork up his ass, Scratch that. I got carried away. Let me roll it back to what I was originally trying to say. I have a shopping list and I'm a picky bitch. So you know it will be hard for her to find someone who fits that bill who will put up with my shit. But there are a few things, to be honest and serious, and I'm not being delirious when I tell you this is what I want. So here I go. I'll spit it out in no particular order. Please pay me your attention. Drop your tips at the door. Sit back and let me show you how I roll. Do you fall asleep with my name on your lips? Release it in a sigh as you slip your fingers over my form. Come awake in the night as you grip my hips. Remind your mouth of my syllables when I've got you doing flips. Yeah, sexual chemistry is very high on my list. Do you smile and your eyes go soft when you see a litter of puppies or the first snowfall of the year? Because snow makes you think of me for no other reason than you love me. Do you hold the door for old ladies and compliment them on how nice they look today? Just a little flirt so they remember what it was like to have a man say, hey, and they were fire back in their day. Do you send me a text when I crossed your mind to tell me I crossed it and to remind me that I am thine? I need you to be cuisinarily adventurous because I cook everything from the dictionary and the thesaurus, and my pet peeve is picky eaters. So when the question of a restaurant arises and you ask me, what do I want? Don't make me filter my options because you don't like curry harissa or Korean barbecue. When it's time to get soapy, you need to plan that it's dual, not as the exception, but it's the rule, because I love having my man wash my back and anything else that needs washing or deserves his attention. I need his hands on me, and that's a fact. When we're out, I need him seeing what's all around because I'm always lost in thought. I've always got my head in the clouds. And even though I roll strapped and can drill a nail to the wall, I need a man who thinks like a predator so other predators see what's up and don't try to test it because I don't want to have to crown my castle doctrine and make them fall. I want a protector who respects my elector but is always ready to protect me. He better respect my mother and my quirky friends of all labels, creeds, and colors. Love my horses, love my dad, love my collection of old shopping bags. Well, he really needs to embrace my mess. I can't ask him to love it. That would be duress. But as long as he's okay with my ADHD all over the place, knitting, poetry, arts and crafts, insanity, start 10 things and finish 3. If he can love me because I'm crazy, then unequivocally we claim each other and we roll hard through sunshine and through flame. We make each other better, feed each other's creative spirit, and he always want to hear it when I spit. The bottom line, what it comes down to, and the point I've been building up and finally got around to is that I want a man whose my name is his breath and his heart is my blood. My blood is his heart, and we love each other hard and strong as a biblical flood. I've got his back, and he's got mine. We are our ride or die. On the porch and everywhere under the sun, we are divine in this life and across time. We are fated and destined. Thank you, universe. Please hand me a pen so I can sign for my man, because the person in the Amazon van is in a hurry. And to everyone who heard my pen, who was wishing for their own special bae or boyfriend, remember this. You can't manifest it if you don't request it. Talk to the universe and get yours. Whisper.
Yeah.
All right. Now this one I just wrote tonight. Literally just finished it about 30 minutes before we started. This is called Side Bitch. I'm your side hoe. I'm your side chick. Pissed me off. I guess that makes me your side bitch. The poison love exhaled makes my heart itch. I've spent infinities of days since we met singing your praise until my homilies to you lined the lining of my veins and all I could breathe was your name on the backs of my eyelids. Take a poker or a knife, take a razor, take a fucking scythe. The choice of weapon irrelevant when it's your mouth unsheathed to slice. From the moment you spoke my name, I was enraptured by your game, a red-lipped chess piece on the board of your hidden life. At first, you were sugar laced with honey. I was spellbound by your sun and the sweetness that was gushing from your mouth. Now you cut me open. With words you dissect my heart, my lungs, my brain. You vivisect, pin me down, your butterfly. It was doomed to fail. It started with a lie. I am so fucking tired of crying for a man who doesn't give a damn to even ask why I'm crying. He knows I'm close to dead. Puts one pellet in the Pez to keep me jumping up for less than I deserve. I know I let him subjugate my nerve to leave the situation. I'm uncreating my creation in this madness. Give me a new iteration, please, because I just can't keep doing this anymore. And yet, I do. Good night. I love you. Talk to you tomorrow.
Holy shit. Y'all open up y'all mics and show some love to Whisper Poet.
Yeah, Whisper, great work.
Wow.
The irony,
Yeah.
the irony is that
Wow.
the whisper poet ain't even whispering.
Right.
Phenomenal. Phenomenal.
That was dope. That was dope. That's like intense.
Unbridled.
Yeah. You
Let it fly.
you remind me of Finn Bell. Like you have the same kind of intensity, like Finn Bell and the Whisper Poet have the same kind of intensity and delivery. That is so beautiful.
That is incredibly high praise. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Whisper was so much that I wanted to write in the chat, but you just was coming with more and more. It was just too much to keep up with. I can't wait to catch those on the playback. Amazing work tonight, for sure. Y'all show some love one more time to Whisper Poet. And while y'all loving on Whisper, open up your hearts and mics and show some love to my brother Nemo soon.
Oh, Nemo soon. Yeah.
Nemo, can't wait.
Hey,
Nemo, I love your work.
thank you. I'm so glad to be here. Amazing night of poetry. I have 3 short poems tonight. I'm going to start with one that I'm going to preface by saying, if you are struggling with suicidal thoughts, please call 988 in the United States. That'll take you to the suicide helpline. The woman on the phone was starting to sound upset. So when she put me on hold to find a supervisor, I hung up. I stood in the silence and wondered how she couldn't see the threat. I'm not afraid of the voices who tell me to make a plan or write a letter. I hate making plans, and I love writing letters. I'm afraid of the voice that whispered when I was just a boy that I could end the suffering with what was in the kitchen drawer. For a few minutes that day, the pain had a place where it would stop. I'm scared of the voice I hear when I'm driving and crying. It tells me it will all be over with a hard turn into the median. I'm afraid of the voice that spoke to me on one particularly dark day and convinced me that I could never be free except in its embrace. It scared me badly enough that I called the suicide helpline to talk to a woman who couldn't understand why I was asking for help when I didn't have a plan. This poem is called Lost. Lately, I can't find my words. They used to come so easily that I could choose the perfect ones. I get others' words stuck in my head, songs and slogans, their sing-song simplicity stuck on repeat, saying nothing over and over, but my own are missing. The other day, my doctor asked if I felt afraid. I tried to explain that I have an urgent need to not be wrong anymore, that I feel unbearable. But he just nodded, and we moved along. Abandonment runs in my family. My people don't say goodbye when they leave. And perhaps that's because they don't have the words. So maybe I am afraid. Maybe I don't know what I'll do when the next big wave hits. Maybe I feel like my determination is waning. Maybe I fear that my mind will crack again, and what I say will only serve to send me to a place where my words mean nothing. And then this is a new one I've been working on. Love can die. Love can be broken. Love can be left behind. Love can be abandoned. Love can be choked out unceremoniously in the night. Love can be drowned out by all the screaming. Love can fade away slowly in the rearview mirror. Love can break, waiting and watching an empty space. Love can be snuffed out when it's done wasting away. Love can be fragile. Love can hit us. Love can hurt us. Love can sting. And yes, love can die. Thank you.
Wow. Y'all open your mics and show some love to Nemo.
Yeah, Nemo.
Love can
Love
be very
you.
Love you.
We love you.
You have a heavy pen.
That's
You're
ain't a
beautiful
realer
original,
truth
and
than
you're
that. Love can be fragile.
That was a
And
beautiful arrangement of your.
love needs to
It's
be
amazing.
treated with very so much
Adolescent
kindness.
Thomas, good night. I seen that in the chat. Thank y'all for joining us. We love y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow night. It's a show tomorrow night, right?
Friday night. Yeah.
Friday night.
I'll stick
Friday
around for
night.
the last couple posts. We got 2 more left.
We got a couple more. We got more than 2 left. Well, I see 2 hands raised. I see 3 hands raised, but I do think I have another 2 artists that haven't performed yet that are looking to perform. So it's gonna be a little bit longer.
looks like Zumkundo's raising his hand too.
Okay, got you, bro. All right, so thank you. Let's keep this energy flowing. Matter of fact, some Konto, we're gonna bring you up now because you've been in here for the longevity of the show, and I don't know what's going on with your hand raised, but I got you, brother. So y'all open up your hearts, y'all mics, and let's show some love to our brother.
All right. This is dedicated to this woman called Mary Ann Shedd Kay. She was one of the abolitionists from the Canadian side, and this is what I dedicate to her. On behalf of Mary Ann Shedd Kay and all great Black women fighting to be heard, keep going. Keep going. When they say you are a shooting star, but that shooting stars are extinguished quicker than the light in your eyes, keep going. When patriarchy calls your love anarchy, keep going. They can throw stones, but women gave birth to mountains. So keep going, because they are nothing but pebbles, and those pebbles are nothing against your mountain. When they say that their kindness is not meant for your ebony, Nubian, Nefertari skin, Nefertiti soul, let them know those were the original rulers of Egypt. So keep going. Blackfeet have been stepping on coals for centuries, so you will not get buried today, and you will not get burned today. Keep walking. When they say it takes a man to build skyscrapers, build a skyscraper so high that the Burj Khalifa gets embarrassed and hands you the keys to the sky. Keep going. When they say a woman's mouth does not open wide enough, show them that your dinosaur jaws were the ones that spoke of your first speech as gigantic as all water bodies put together. Let them know water was named after you, that the Nile is your middle name. Throw in the fact that black don't crack, and that I want my right to be black and proud, tattooed with lightning bolts across my skin. Let them know that black is not darkness, but a layer of dark that defies the grave. Let them know that God don't like ugly, and that your beauty charmed God to love you with each single cell in God's body and soul. Let them know that Mary Ann shed Harry was nothing to mess with, that all black girls after her are torch bearers, that the lanterns they hold up to the sky are lighthouses, and that no generation after them will skip a beat when it comes to the soundtrack of their fiery spirits, that they won't be broken records, but that their track record will speak for itself. Keep going, keep flowing. Let them know that 200 years can become 400. Let them know that when they put us in blankets and choked us, we went outside of that choking and became the ones from the soul that were there for their newly borns. One love.
You're a beautiful soul.
Yeah.
You're
That was
mad
fire.
love.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yes.
Umpopo!
Yes.
So
Blah,
good
blah,
to hear you.
Beautiful
Never
soul.
stop lifting us up.
Thank you.
That was
Yeah.
fire, brother. You got another one you want to hit with?
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, if you
Yeah,
want, if you want.
yeah.
Okay, all
Everybody's
right, all
allowed to
right.
do too. We here for it. You know what I'm
Okay, all
saying?
right,
I
all
just
right.
want to
Okay,
make sure everybody get their work in.
okay, let me throw another one. Okay, all right. There are no health insurance companies around when truth hurts. In a world where self-worth means someone has to control the same body inside which that self-love is contained, because we have remained a species obsessed with ownership of others, so we build enough slave ships undercover to snatch them naked out of their own skin. And if we cannot physically drag women from the docks to hold them in, we build the slave ships around them when they are too distracted breastfeeding their kids. I grew up around ghetto mothers who couldn't afford mops to clean after themselves when they bled profusely, either from miscarriages or body blows that gathered around them like tornadoes with no single siren to warn them. And when their tears broke the levees, they were blamed for that flood, as if anyone had ever noticed the dozen tsunamis of pain that scaled their spines like alpine climbers seeking for a new limb to drown. I grew up amongst mothers, ghetto mothers, whose silence was a commodity. which they traded along with the wares that they sold at the market, hoping that those who bought their food would be alert enough to taste the utter disgust at the brutality of this world. Ghetto mothers whose hips were a national anthem upon which they flew fatherless children at half-mast, only because someone told them that abortion was a sin. So they woke up each day wanting to love these bastard kids they could not feed, while aborting their desperate cries for help inside time capsules lodged in their pillows, which this world will never know, nor ever open. And there is always this danger that you become the same monster that your father was. There have been days where my fingers also felt like a great pair of prison bars, and I feel like incarcerating those that I love, clutching them by their sweater so they won't walk away until they wanted to crawl out of both this sweater and their body and leave me just clutching skin and bones. And I call that not wanting to be alone. And I know there are fathers that tell women what to do with their bodies in the name of a happy home, but no house is ever a refuge when the body is screaming to be released. Zomkond.
Yeah.
Wow.
Love you, brother. Love you.
Yeah, well.
Amazing.
Fire pieces, brother. Definitely fire pieces. I'm glad you stuck around to deliver those messages. We appreciate you tonight. Y'all open up y'all mics one more time. Show some love to some Kanto.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, my brother. Peace and blessings.
One of these days, we gotta figure where that comes from. I don't understand it.
It's a subtle way. He got a subtle way of doing it. I know what we doing. We in the culture, like we homage one another with the sound of licking shots in the air. So he's just keeping it subtle as we on these mics. Like you don't want to be screaming in somebody's ear with loud sounds. So I respect it, brother. Thank you for that energy. Thank you for those messages. Let's keep this going. Y'all open up y'all mics and show some love to our brother Radio, Razim.
All right. Thank you for the teach. All right, Radio.
What's going on? What's going on? How y'all doing, man?
Blessings, beloved.
Appreciate the platform, man. All y'all is dope. Just remember that all y'all is dope. Just for even having the courage to step up and open up and express your feelings. Yeah, a couple of pieces. Army us, the footprint that you seek in the dirt to go. Insides where you look when you lost to know. Your ancestors are reside in your heart that should glow. I prayed to nip before attempting to borrow its flow. Secure the future, fuck the bag, cause we flex when we blow. Stay dangerous, it's like safe ain't an option no more. Teach them how to stop, they think only options to go. And since I see the truth as a man, then my job is to show. What we doing to the kids, influence them to take. When your sole purpose is to give, complaining about the streets ain't fixing what we doing in the crib. Young Nip sacrificed his life to better where we live. Look, do you know what being real's like? When blessing your folks not a gimmick, but it's your real life. Shout out who's standing in the darkness and shine a real light. You a coward, you ain't giving these babies a real fight. You seeking to get my feelings, well, I feel that we at risk. 40 on my lap, clap when I see mirror image. Mirror, mirror on the wall, tell me how does this exist? She said they starved all of your people, then they threw you in a pit. Fighting for a slice of bread, told that's all you gonna get. But now, word to that pot, we know that's all a crock of shit. We franchise boys now. We don't need to lean to rock with it. Rule in peace takeoff. I hope he got his rocket ship. I pray we stop losing people over people popping shit. I pray we learn from corrupt to give a fuck about a bitch. Pray for us all. Modern warfare, duty calls. You ain't saving nothing reposting for freedom in your drawers. Man, this place is Saturnalia, and you dudes are Santa Claus, in love with sticks and dicks and bros. Your whole life deserves a pause. You know niggas want to win. Lou made niggas gonna lose, but you ain't listening to him. I guess you only love the blues. I robbed on the month Mike Jordan was trapped. Wait, hold up. Keep them shoes. Give me back them kids that was blasted. My pop said never chill, cause shit is still drastic. But you niggas just want to feel past it. If you're not making change, you won't last, bitch. I don't play with them. Up they sleeve mad tricks. Until we take us serious, to them we still jokes. As long as it's niggas like me, then it's still smoke. This is what it feels like. Peace, peace.
That was
Fire
straight
peace,
dope.
brother.
Straight
Thank
dope.
you.
Wow.
Yo,
That Saturnalia line with the Santa Claus. Ooh,
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
that
Words.
reality. That was reality, man. That was reality, bro. That was
Did you have
reality.
another one for us?
I get right into
Good
it,
words
man.
to the kid.
Blessings. Y'all put them accolades into the chat.
I get right into it, man. I said, lately, I've been receiving compliments on my decency, which is cool, but I want you to duplicate what you see in me. Get it out the Pfizer and double J as a vaccine. Prescription says, live your life righteously and to keep it clean. Because lately, this pandemic-y energy got my nose running. Me jefe said it out, Kani Mami, bumping that bad bunny. No more drama enters my zone, so my lab's funny. No more riding passenger seat with a crash dummy. I'm putting all my time and effort into being great. As the world turns, give all my children commercial breaks. They keep the beef lit at your grill. That's how they raise the stakes. This country ain't about waiting for food. You better make your plate. Television programming trying to change all our kids' channels must be the devil. God ain't gonna give you nothing you can't handle. To tell the truth, I miss when these fuckers were little vandals. Tired of seeing corners with teddy bear murals and burning candles. The dilemma is, how do we get all the youth to listen? It ain't been one good deed that went unpunished since the crucifixion. Homeman, on this idea, let me give you a pot to piss in. Let's start teaching love first and what comes with all its conditions. Get your money all day, but if discipline ain't your mission, you'll never eat. Like building a pool in a yard to fish in. Done with Betty Boops. Only see black and white, 2 dimensions. I'm just dreaming with no pension. I said, I'm just dreaming with no pension. You slaving to get a pension. You need flavor, just add a pension. Remove the fear and the flinching. Relax and remove the tension. You control the heat in the kitchen. Look, if your job is stressful, I got a better position. God is gangster, and he's always in need of a couple henchmen. You trapped in that fight, sure, but don't let him trap you in prison. Because that goal is to trap your light in a cell inside of a prison. Will you slide on evil for good, or you sliding to get attention? Just don't slide by that slide in the playground where you see some kids in. Peace.
Come on, poet. Y'all open up your mics and show some
Oh
love.
my God.
Right.
God
Thank
is
you for
gangster. God is
bringing the
gangster
young and bringing the young
and
up.
is always
Much
in
love.
need of a
Culture
couple of
pieces. Thank you.
henchmen.
Awesome. Awesome, man. Awesome.
So as you can see,
God
you
is
definitely
gangster
influenced the room.
and
We
is
got
always in
several
need of
people
a
trying to
couple of
give you those
henchmen.
accolades at the same time, man. So I know you're new to a lot of the faces that's here. So please put your social media handle in the chat so they can follow you and catch you on your other platforms as well. All right, my brother?
Salute, poets. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate the platform, King.
Man, most definitely. You're welcome every week. Every week we here every Wednesday, same time. All right, blessings. Y'all make sure y'all keep giving up that love and showing it in the chat, and let's make sure that we continue to follow each other in these social media platforms. All right. With that being said, y'all open up your hearts and your mics. We got 3 more poets. Let's show some love to the amazing Valerie Lorraine. AJ, I got you next.
Hello.
Yeah.
Can you hear me okay?
Valerie.
Hey,
Yes, we
Nina.
can hear you.
Okay, I got new headphones for Christmas, so that's a bonus. So everybody who came before me, you are absolutely incredible. I am like on fire to listen to more. So I'll keep mine brief. I have this new piece. It's called If I Were a Poem. I would glean my inspiration from stars. I'd wrap my words in sparking warmth with devotion and desire to make you see me. I want your attention and admiration. I'm willing to admit in every word, I seek your heart. Each verse vexing your senses, tuning your vibration to my key. If I were a poem, I would deliver myself softly, give myself wholly, offer you my vulnerability. Would you read me? Would you tease me with a heart? Could I watch the count increase? Or after a read, would you scroll past my humanity, closing my cover? I'd never recover. If I were a poem, nothing would matter but making my way to you, offering you the significance of my heartfelt meaning. I would reach for relatability, hunger for your hanging lust of my love poem. If I were a poem, I would starve for the food for thought as you whisper your comments, savoring save to have your eyes linger over me once more, sharing my beauty. Yes, send me out there again and again. A tempest acrostic, your name is my pen game. If I were a poem, I would peacefully play with metaphor, hiding my love for you behind the sun, eclipsing the truth, using shadow to play with you, drawing you out into the light. If I were a poem, my love would free verse somewhere between Venus and Mars, held breath in stars, tales the universe knows and no other has heard. Practicing odes until I found the one that becomes the Pied Piper, the serenade of siren song, the Cupid arrow launched in spoken word and struck center circle. If I were a poem, I'd publish worldwide to find where you hide. I'm calling. Can you hear me? I delicately chose words I thought needed to be heard. I hoped would stir the herd to part the way to where you stay. Verses edited and chopped, calling out to the flock, but still secrets screamed in scribbles, only meant for you. I called out to nature, glistening morning sun. Frost called it first gold, reflecting on dew. Writer's block cannot hold me back, only make me overdue. I'll use hues and stanzas and horizons for bars. I'll sonnet sunrise and crown sunset. It's not my thing, but if it would please, I'll haiku just for you, my unknown muse. And when the ABAB rhymes end and my CD cursive is wild, I'll prompt myself, remind myself to be me, always me. So if I were a poem, I'd show you how soft I still am after rough hands and villanelle hearts burned me. I would dredge a ballad meant to reach your ears and pierce your soul. I have no intention of being anything other than epic. Holding dusk gray acres rent-free in your mind. If I were a poem, every word would create imagery seared in skylines. My elegy, a cluster of stars surrounding planetary moves, and my Sistina suspended amongst Saturn rings, leaving no doubt my poem would become everything you remember. I pray for these days, not to just be any poem. If I were a poem, I'd want to be your poem. Valerie Lorraine.
Fire, Valerie. Very, very, very fire. And I love your
Thank
tone
you.
as always. You got
Thank
another
you
one
so
you want to
much.
share with us?
I do.
This is called synesthesia.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was dope. That was dope. Much respect.
Thank you so much. This piece is called synesthesia. I awoke to the sound of dawn crackling. Synesthesia opened my heart, the blush of pink clouding the surrounding echoes. I will be there at sunset as the whispers of dusk enters. I have found a new love, dark cresting the explosion of the starless night with no moon. My awe shivers as the boom of ice slithers down an Olympic blue mountain shelf, becoming the blame for the resounding avalanche. Slate skin, yellow corn husk voice, encrypted hickory eyes sprouting with wheat. My love is the new black. The unexpected hues become deafening. Valerie Lorraine.
Thank you so much, Valerie. Y'all open up your mics and show some love, please.
Wow,
Valerie.
Hey.
All right.
I love we could hear your heart, your words in your home too.
Yeah, that was nice.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Valerie. Please put your social media handle in the chat so those who aren't following you can keep up with all you have going on. You do have a couple of platforms, so please shout them out real quick. Valerie.
I'm sorry, I was typing them. Yes, I can be found on Instagram under Valerie Lorraine Productions, all one word. And I can also be found on another channel that I have, which is an artist channel. So it's meant for everybody. And it is called Origin of Thought, all one word. So thank you very much for holding this space and allowing me to pop in. And I will sit quietly in the background, eagerly listening to everybody's wonderful work.
Thank you, Valerie. Again, please put that in the chat so those who aren't following you can keep up. All right. We got two more artists. Y'all hanging in there with us for the duration of the show. I truly appreciate it. I know some of us be having to do our thing and dip out because we have early nights. But for those who have hung in for the entirety, even after they've done their work, I truly appreciate y'all because that's what it's all about. Showing that love and being there to love on everybody. So that being said, y'all open up your hearts and your mics and let's show some love to my brother AJ Houston.
Well, first I want to say,
AJ.
can you hear me yet? Can you hear me, bro?
Woo. We
Okay, I
can
want
hear
to say,
you.
I listened to that poem like 3 times on Valerie's page. That poem is one of the poem. I like that. That's fire. Quite impressive. Well, while I was sitting here writing, I just wrote this poem. I haven't even read it out loud yet. So this is my first time actually reading it. Y'all bear with me. It's not just new shit, it's fresh. Anyway, the title is Notes from Heaven. What if Earth's rotation is merely our planet's way of measuring its time? This constant search for balance must be problematic, causing tsunamis, quakes, volcanic eruptions, unscheduled emotional outbreaks. What if it's nature's plan to remove excess? There are consonants at those lacking empathy for past atrocities, too many soulless souls, the sons and daughters of the soulless, the gracious beneficiaries of colonizers and auctioneers. I bet the history of your history fluctuates with the same frequency you're willing to sing, write, and print of us. Can't imagine a noisy it gets sitting in all your silence. No, not one utterance of shame or regret. Heard your apologies for insurrectionists, but not for us. You paid reparations to slave masters, yet none to the enslaved. There are those paying workers to maintain plantations, while the workers of plantations were never paid for their work. Here we are, new year, new you, old times, getting laws, amendments canceled, as if all the nigger and system done wore off the skin. I still black, still ain't a complete American, at least not on paper, not in these streets, in these courts. I still here, oppressed, still black, still suffering in this system. Some of our yesterdays are discovering it's impossible to disconnect from this right now without prejudice, without severing intrinsic traditions. Some of my right now still wears the pungent smell of unarmed bodies awaiting justice or another acquittal. With more acquittals late, as if viewing breathless black bodies is just another Quentin Tarantino offering of black cinematography. Been driving across this melting pot for years. It ain't melted yet. Got verses of truth trapped under my breastplate. It's not a burden when it's yours, when it belongs to you, grew inside your bones, passed down through the gone in your lineage. All this pain formed out of centuries of necessities. Can't you hear it too? Oh, beautiful, screaming in the background, spent a lifetime writing about spacious skies, knowing there was room enough for me and them and those. I'm guessing amber waves came and went without notice. Can't help but pray this time we the people meant we. All the we, me, we, all the we's, us, them, those, my ancestors playing in the last drum circle. America's never we too well. This country 'tis of thee has not truly embraced the we concept. Not if your skin and God, a son with kin. Practice for centuries how to pick and choose, how to not include the unwanted we, excluded for centuries, us we's. From the rideshare, rail cars, boxcars, taxis, Ubers, lifts, planes, country clubs, restaurants. Can someone tell me, ain't we people yet? Have you ever once stopped, pulled over in the fast lane when you were not being accosted by sirens or badges? Took a moment to inhale, listen fervently as eminent domain screamed while falling from Midwest, East, and Southern sky. Can't you smell? Can't you smell the smoldering ashes of crosses where flames never ceased? There are children huddled playing hopscotch in the middle of streets of freedmen's towns bombed out of existence. You ever smell? You ever smell discarded carcasses of parts of beasts believed not edible? The scriptures I believe ain't for the faint of heart. You ever wait at the crossroads of free and freedom dangling from a noose? Oh, are we still three with the pint or fifth left to drink us sober? We'd be forever drunk or ought to be. Don't get arrested or dead anyway. You ever hear screams gurgling from rivers, some of them towns buried underwater? Or some of them some of that coming forth to carry me home, harmonized by bones from the bottom of the ocean. Bet you ain't heard God whispering truth in your ear like he does not. Can't keep writing blood. All that red dripping from black ink on trees that find history impossible to forget, believe in lost alphabets in the cracks of shallow graves. Ain't nobody done told us or showed us where these slave cemeteries are. Piles of black bodies no one reverenced or paid the proper respect. Got me wondering if anyone ever posed a question, ever even wondered if the possibility existed one man could hold the world accountable, the pens of his or her story forgot to take note. I, a mere echo, chosen scribe of the Most High, have the solemn duty to share these memories. Stories truly forget-me-nots. They were never mine.
Wow, AJ.
Deeper than the
That was
ocean.
amazing.
Wow, awesome, man.
Right.
Awesome.
Wow.
What a beautiful way to bring us home.
I am an echo, a chosen scribe of the Most High. Oh man, my brother here always writes some of the most incredible things, man.
Thank you. And this last one is the next poem I'm memorizing. I haven't memorized it yet. It's called Used to Be. In order to black and man simultaneously, you would need an American signature, someone in authority, white, in charge, with privilege, white, must sign the document declaring you man. Used to be, you couldn't black by yourself. Always friends with family in group settings, couldn't black by yourself. You considered yourself male. Used to be, There were towns you prayed the sun stayed long enough, just long enough for you to get out of safely. Once upon a time, long ago, I mean about a year back. Do not mention yesterday's, a couple of tomorrows past, sometimes next week, soon. I mean, maybe in the minute preceding this, could be some right now. There will be another unarmed black, a white officer, an emotional body dressed in dark blue uniform. Will again fear for his life. His friends' lives, their cars, they would treat a black man, even if he's walking, he remains a paper silhouette down range. Used to be, you could hear the cage birds singing in their cage. You could hear them toe tapping in their ankle bracelets. You could listen to the harmony bouncing off the walls under deck. Used to be, you could stand on the shore and watch the bubbles burst from the million bone choir singing old Negro spirituals from the bottom of the ocean. Used to be. You were not allowed to. America restricted the ability. This country forbade any person to black and woman simultaneously control their own bodies. Being black and woman automatically made it harder to breathe. You can't female equal pay at any occupation, not CEO, not president. Can't maternity leave or make decisions, no longer able to yes or no on decisions concerning your own uterus. America wants to force you to baby even if you don't want to. It used to be. Black girls couldn't dance. Couldn't rainbow, couldn't color girl. Used to be black girls couldn't magic out loud, could not hair the way God meant them to. Could not beauty and curve in public without being harassed, without someone who believed themselves privileged, wanting to take advantage. Used to be. Black boys couldn't black, and boys simultaneously couldn't whisper, could not inside voice inside, could not kneel in reverence while the song is playing about black death, couldn't raise fists as if asking God isn't okay to black man after putting your best foot forward. Used to be. We couldn't march or holding a sign, can't ask for justice to show up with our outside voices, even while standing outside. Used to be, there were colored only water in bathrooms. We were just colored, deaf Negro, not allowed to read or write, couldn't school in public. There were laws banning us from reading and writing. Even the books we've written are being removed. I remember a white man walking through my neighborhood with the goal of selling one encyclopedia at a time. A mother purchased one encyclopedia at a time, an accompanying book called Childcraft. That's where I learned nursery rhymes. Used to be, you could read whatever you wanted to read. You could locate most of the books you wanted in the library or your public school. The librarian would do a decimal system, anything you asked. The titles were not banned or burned. Used to be, they burned every one of them. Kids watching. Mother, son, father, daughter sit patiently for hours, enjoyed viewing black death and that used to be. We were not welcome here, could not America in the daylight. We could only feel, sing, and sunrise as we worked, could not whistle, could not head talk when talked to, had to yes sir and no ma'am, had to give respect when respect was not due, did not need to guess dinner or plus overtime. It wasn't called overtime, just labeled free and labor. Used to be, we were not welcome. Could not America at sundown or sun up, could not own property, could not self-start or self-end, could not black and father or black and man, could not black and woman or black and mother. Used to be, America used to be, this country is, and used to be, tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, but not for us. Used to be, there was no here to start from the bottom. The song was ours until it was confiscated, until it was taken and offered to someone of a lighter complexion. Used to be, the invention was ours until the law stated we couldn't own patents. The style was ours until it appeared on the cover of some magazine. The town was ours until it became profitable. Can't count the number of townships bombed, washed away, freeways out of existence. Used to be, we the people did not mean we, because we were not considered people. We were fraction on purpose. Used to be, you could not kick a black man out of the House of Representatives without cause. Could not evict without reason. Used to be, you couldn't black by yourself if you were man or woman, if you were girl or boy, if they or them, or whatever you wish to call yourself. The Bill of Rights still in the mail. We have yet to pay full price. Used to be, there was no up to aspire to reach. Everyone knew where the red lines were gone. What areas were written in black code, what banks were warned we were coming. Used to be, we were not welcome here. We're told to go back where we came from, as if we were captains of our own kidnapped vessels, as if our names were not changed and our tongues were still intact, as if my DNA remembers which shore you stole us from. Used to be. America used to be. This country is and used to be, tis of the sweet land of liberty. Not
Sheesh, AJ. Remember what shores you stole us from. So much
That
in
was
there,
an,
so much.
that was an incredible event. Incredible. Very, very.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening. Appreciate it.
No, appreciate you,
Amazing,
brother.
AJ.
Thank you for hanging in there. I know it's been a long night, and I appreciate you coming through for the
I
for the
enjoyed all
love.
the I enjoyed all the questions. I was sitting here writing this piece. I kind of like it, man. I gotta go over it and do the final edit. So I like where it's going. The first one I read, I just wrote. So
Yeah, that's dope too. That you pinned that throughout the night, man. So amazing work as always, brother. Appreciate you. Y'all show some love to our brother AJ. AJ, put your
Big love, AJ.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Witz,
So
and
good
it's time
hearing
to
you.
let you go so you can get some Z's. Like the Megas has been helping out with that.
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate it. I got one more artist. Got one more. AJ, put your handle in the chat, please, so that
All
those who
right.
aren't following you can catch up with what you're doing. Shout out to show 707 real quick.
That's that 707. Let's go.
AJ, unmute yourself and shout it out real quick so they know what to look forward to.
Okay, well, I have a show called 707 AM Pacific. Today was day 749 in a row. So for 749 days, we've gone live at 707 AM Pacific. I have a co-host. Her name is Marissa Prada, and we talk about everything from sundown towns and voting, 14th Amendment, or talk about sex, whatever you want to talk about. It's there. So come and join us, and I think we have 707 AM Pacific every morning.
So thank you, brother. Again, appreciate you tonight. All right, make sure you put that handle in the chat so they know where to find you. All right, we got one more artist. Y'all show some love to our brother AJ Houston. And while y'all love it on AJ, open your hearts and mics and show some love to my brother, Coach Josh Smalls.
What up? What up? So check it out.
We love you.
My homie Mr. Complicated Passions could not be here tonight. So just in honor of him, I'm gonna drop these two pieces that he loved from Our Love Is book, which just went on pre-sale last week. So let's get some love happening. What is life? If it could be defined by the next breath I take, for that is you. And then I am living. You are my purpose. If thought had any more meaning, it has me thinking of every reason why I speak your name. The sun doesn't shine without you, your purpose. Your presence makes my next day as the moon brings me the peace of you. My heart blooms like a flower. Your love intoxicates all I have ever dreamed. You tell me I am you and you are me. I call you passion. You smile. I tell you you're my everything, and like the rain, I surrender to the earth of you. You see, I saw you perfect, like the sun once the storm passed. The first glance of excellence after melancholy claimed your space. I know God exists. I met her the first time I saw you. In your smile, your hug, the beauty of your skin, Black woman, your magnificence lives in your magic. The taboo of your construct and the way you're molded in excellence. Here are all the reasons we love you and the many reasons we will love you always. Appreciate y'all, man. Hope y'all enjoyed the night. Everybody, y'all was dope. It was fire in here, man. I really, really was glad to be here tonight.
Thank you, Coach.
Incredible piece.
Yeah.
Do one piece.
Coach.
Do one.
You gonna do the other one, Coach?
Yeah.
That was both of them together.
Oh,
okay.
that's right.
Mm-hmm. So tell them a little bit about that book real quick
Okay.
before we head out.
So the book is called Love Is, and It's all love poems. It's 104 love poems in the book, 52 poems apiece. And I mean, it's really a beautiful book. Marissa Prada wrote the foreword, and Jackie Shelton Green, the first African American woman who was a poet laureate of North Carolina State, is actually writing a review as we speak. And so the book is on pre-sale now. We're going to release it February 1st. And we are going to set up a Zoom for the folks who actually pre-order. The Zoom won't have a fee. You would have to purchase the book in order to get into the Zoom. And so, yeah, you can get your lady ready and get your partner ready or whatever, and come enjoy some love. So, DM me if you need some information. I got you covered. And yeah, let's love. Let's love.
That's what's up. Again, put that handle in the chat so those who ain't following you can track you down and keep up with your whereabouts. Thank you, brother. I appreciate your energy tonight. Gifted, did you want to say something?
Thank y'all for coming out. Good night. No, I'm just kidding. Coach, congratulations to you and Complicated Passions. I'm very excited about the book Love Is. I've enjoyed everyone tonight. And again, Happy New Year. I'm looking forward to doing so much more in this space and many other spaces. So thank you. Thank you, babe.
Yeah. Again, thank you all. I appreciate you, Gifted. Thank you all for rocking with us, for hanging in there from the entirety of tonight's show. Forgive me for kind of rushing the homage and the love and support. Know that my heart is in it, and I believe in you all. I just got an early morning, and I don't normally do it this way, but I just want to make sure that everybody was able to get their energy out and be received. I did have a couple of people that ended up leaving because the show went a little lengthy. And that's why I was, trying to speed up the homage so that everybody who came was able to share. So forgive me for that. And again, I thank you all for staying for the duration of the show. It was an amazing show. You're all very talented. It's been a blessed year. And now we're gonna have an even better one this year. So let's move forward. Let's keep loving on each other, keep supporting each other everywhere we see each other. Thank y'all for coming tonight. God bless you.
Thank you, Witz. Thank you,
So
everyone.
glad to see the newcomers. Make sure you come back.
Happy New Year.
That's right. Happy New Year, everybody.
We
Happy
love
New
you,
Year.
Witz. Thank you so much, man, for doing what you do.
I love y'all too. Trust me.
Get some
Get
sleep.
Stop the recording, please.
Get your
Love
5
you, Witz.
Mr. Witz.
Man, I love y'all. Thank y'all.
Yeah.